Hey, this is Vera Cabero, and this is a quick tip on how to embed a presentation into your web page. Now, most teachers do have something like this, a presentation you used to do in PowerPoint. Hopefully now you're doing them in Google Presentations or Google Slides. But it would be really nice to have this embedded somewhere like your web page where all parents and all students could see it on a daily basis, but you would only have to update it in one place, which is where you're updating it already in your drive. And there is a very easy way to do that, so I'm going to show you how. Okay, first of all, you always need to check your share settings on any Google thing that you want to share. If you have a lock right here, nobody's going to see it. So you must make sure you don't have a lock. And if you have a person, that means you've shared it with a specific person. So what you want to make sure is that you share it so that whoever your intended audience is can see it. Now, if I want to set this so that my parents can see it as well as my students, then I want to maybe go with anyone on the link, anyone with a link, or public on the web. So I'm going to go with anyone with a link, and I'm going to click save. Okay, now that I have saved it and I've made sure that everybody who wants to see it can see it, I need to publish my presentation. And in order to do that, it's going to turn it into a web page. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to go to Publish to the Web, and then you have a couple of choices here. You can require your viewers to sign in with their school login, but of course that means your parents won't be able to see it. So I'm not going to do that. And then you can also change the size. This is medium, and that's what I normally leave it on, is medium seems to be good enough. And you have some choices in when it starts and so forth. But then basically the embed code is right here. After you've made your choices, you copy the whole thing with a Control-C. Okay, and then go to your web page, whatever web page you want to share it on. And what I've done is I've gone to my school web page, and I have added a page by going to Page Properties and Add New Page. And I always add something like this on a content space page. So I have my content space here, and I need to give it a name, and I'm going to call it Daily Classwork. Okay, and then it will paste the name in there as well. I'm going to create the page. And again, all your web programs, if you're not using SharpSchool, whatever you are using, it'll have a web editor, an HTML editor. Most of the time, you'll find it across the top with an HTML or the little 2 bracket symbol. With SharpSchool, it happens to be down here at the bottom. So this is what you're looking for, that symbol or the HTML logo. But when you click it, it'll open up a HTML editor, and it doesn't do you any good to paste web code anywhere that's not an HTML editor. So once you have that editor opened up, do a Control-V and it will paste the code that you have copied. I'm going to publish, and I want to change my status from hidden to publish and say yes. And as you can see, now my presentation is here. Now I do need to do some work on the size because it's not working size-wise. But now I can just correct this, update it in my Google Drive, and my parents, my students, somebody who's absent, whatever, can go here and they can scroll through based on the table of contents, and they can find whatever class day I have, and they can find the work that they missed. If they forgot the homework, they can write down the homework, anything like that that they need to do. Now I do need to go back and edit the size of this a little bit, so I will do that, and you may have to do something like that too. So if you do, you're going to have to go into your checkout and edit page when you have the page open that has that content in it. And then we're going to have to adjust our HTML code a little bit to make it fit because it is too big. And so if we go into our HTML editor, okay, and we can work on the height and the width right here. All you want to change is the numbers though. You want to make sure that you don't change anything else. So I'm going to make it about, and so you don't want to take that parenthesis away either. I'm going to change it to 660 and let's say 369, and I'm going to see how that works, and then I'm going to publish it again. And so you can edit the code as far as editing the size, and I could have also made it small, but let's see how, and now that fits nicely on the page. Okay, so just editing the height and the width will make it fit nicely on the page. and anybody who needs to see what they missed that day could go in, and as I update it in my drive, it will stay up to date on my web page in SharpSchool. Very, very nice tip to, again, streamline what you're doing. We only want you to have to update in one place, and that's your drive. If you've got it embedded, then it will update wherever you've put it. I hope that's helpful.